Remember the days right before the election? We were sharing hot and heavy. Any news event we could share, we were sharing. And it didn't really matter the source. Well, it didn't until I got a text from my sister that said, you know, that newspaper in Denver doesn't exist. Uh-oh. You know, when we find a news source and it has the word news in it, we tend to trust it. And we say, yeah, that's cool. We can trust that when it's news. Until we find out something that they have passed along is inaccurate. Well, that's exactly what is happening in the scripture that we're going to share with you today. In Proverbs 6, verse 19, the first part says that God hates a false witness that pours out lies. So that means someone has witnessed something, they've heard it, or they've seen it, and they decide to share it inaccurately. And the Bible tells us that God hates that. He hates it when the news media does it, and he hates it when we do it. Well, you know, now going forward, I've gotten where I check my sources. Somebody shares something, I go, okay, let's find out, see if check Google and see if anybody else is reporting. If nobody else is, then you check and see if it's really true. If not, then you go, yeah, there's a source you really can't trust anymore. Well, the same thing's true in our personal life. There are events that happen. We see them, we hear them, and it's ours to pass them on, whether it's our duty or we choose to. If we do so inaccurately, all of a sudden there's a cloud over us that we can't be trusted. And it only takes once to have that happen. The expectation of the people that we report events in our lives to, and the expectation of God, is that we do so accurately and honestly. There might be some consequence for doing that sometimes. And if there is consequence, we need to take it. You see, integrity is doing the right thing all the time. But it also means that when you mess up, that you raise your hand and go, it's me. Instead of trying to alter the story to cover it up. Here's what happens. You tell a story, and then you tell another lie, and pretty soon you're deep down the lie trail, and somebody finds out. And then all of a sudden, everything that you say from that day forward is looked on with question and contempt. They go, what if that person is really telling the truth? So it's very important that in our lives we maintain transparency and accuracy and honesty in all that we share of events that have happened. Never a wrong thing to go, I'm not sure, if you're not sure. If you do know, then you have an obligation to report accurately and honestly. Please feel free to share this devotional and share this video and pass this along to others so that they can grow as well. If you want to read more, I do a little bit more of a deeper dive, just go to the link at the bottom of the page, and we'll see you tomorrow.